morning everyone, this is Ken Jasper View and today I am going to share to you the artwork and culture that I chose, which is painting, entitled The Great Wave of Kaganawa and Culture from the Land of the Rising Sun, Japan. Japanese art and culture are rich and diverse. With a history spanning thousands of years, Japanese art and culture are a fascinating blend of tradition and modernity, and they continue to captivate people worldwide with their beauty and depth. How important is art in their culture? The Great Wave of Kaganawa is exceptionally important in Japanese culture and holds a significant place in the country's artistic heritage. The image of the Great Wave and Mount Fuji has become an iconic representation of Japanese art and culture, recognized worldwide. It is often used as a symbol of Japan itself. It contributes to the understanding of Japan's historical and cultural identity. The Great Wave of Kaganawa is not just a celebrated piece of art, it's a cultural icon that continues to influence and inspire generations in Japan and around the world. What are the important historical events that paved the way to art in their culture? The Great Wave of Kaganawa is one of the most iconic artworks in Japanese culture. Created by the artist Katsushika Hokusai around 1831, the Edo period was marked by relative peace by stability in Japan under the rule of the Tokugawa shogunate. This period allowed for economic growth and a flourishing of urban culture, including the arts. The event may have been in the collective memory and influenced the portrayal of the wave. These historical events and cultural factors collectively played a role in paving the way for the creation and enduring popularity of the Great Wave of Kaganawa and other ukiyo-e prints in Japanese culture and beyond. Cite one common characteristics or theme of their culture and explain why this has become the commonality. One common characteristics or theme of Japan culture that is exemplified in the Great Wave of Kaganawa is the deep connection between Japanese culture and nature. Is historical significance. The historical context, including the Edo period's relative peace and isolationist policies, allowed Japanese artists like Hokusai to focus on capturing the beauty of their surroundings. This theme has endured because it resonates with the Japanese worldview, their historical experiences, and their reverence for the natural world.
Spanish culture has left an indelible mark in the world of literature through its rich and diverse tradition. Spanning various periods and genres, Spanish literary art has made significant contributions to global literature. How important is their art in their culture? Art is incredibly important to Spanish culture. It helps define who the Spanish people are and where they came from. It preserves their history and traditions with famous works of literature, beautiful architecture, and vibrant festivals reflecting their rich past. Spanish art also has a global impact, inspiring people all over the world. Icons like Cervantes and Picasso have left a lasting mark on art and literature. Art is a source of pride for the Spanish, and they celebrate it through music, dance, and more. It is not just a pastime, it is a way of life. Plus, it is a big part of their economy, drawing tourists from everywhere who want to experience Spain's cultural treasures. What are the important historical events that paved the way to art in their culture? Throughout its history, Spain has witnessed key events that profoundly shape its art and culture. The Moorish rule introduced intricate designs and architectural marvels like the Alhambra. The Reconquista blended Christian and Moorish influences in art and music. The Spanish Golden Age brought forth renowned artists like Velázquez and writers like Cervantes. The Spanish Civil War inspired powerful artworks like Picasso's Guernica, and the 20th century Dali and Picasso led Spain into modern art movements. The transition to democracy in 1975 led the cultural revival, while EU membership in 1986 encouraged cultural exchange, enriching Spain's artistic landscape. These historical milestones continue to influence Spain's vibrant and diverse artistic heritage. Cite one common characteristics or theme in their culture and explain why this has become the commonality. One common characteristic or theme in Spanish culture is their importance of family and community. This strong sense of family bonds and community and ties has become a commonality due to historical and cultural factors. Spain's history includes periods of diverse regional identities and influences, such as Moorish and Christian, which have contributed to a strong sense of regional pride and community. Family has always played a central role in Spanish community, providing support, stability, and a sense of identity. This emphasis on family and community is also reflected in Spanish traditions, celebrations, and social interactions, where gatherings with loved ones are highly cherished. Overall, the theme of family and community in Spanish culture has endured through generations, fostering a deep sense of belonging and unity among Spanish people.
Hi, I'm Jimson and let's dive into the profound role of art in Japanese culture. From the Heian to Edo periods, harmony has been a central theme influencing everything from tea ceremony to social values. Art holds a profound significance in Japanese culture. It is deeply integrated into various aspects of Japanese life, including religion, tradition, and everyday activities. The Japanese have a strong appreciation for aesthetic and keen sense of beauty. Traditional art like tea ceremony, or sado, ikebana, or flower arrangement, calligraphy, or shodo, and traditional theater forms like no and kabuki are highly regarded. In addition to traditional forms, contemporary art is also valued, and Japan has a vibrant modern art scene with renowned artists and innovative movements. Several historical events have significant influenced the development of art in Japan. Handa period. This era was characterized by a flourishing of culture and the arts. The aristocratic court in Kyoto characterized literature, poetry, and development of early forms of Japanese calligraphy. The Tale of Genji, an important work from this period. It reflects the cultural sophistication of the time. Kamakura period. So this era is the rise of the samurai class and established the Kamakura shonen, brought about a change in artistic expression. Zen modernism, which emphasized simplicity and direct experience, influenced various art forms including the tea ceremony and Zen gardening. Edo period. So this period of peace and stability under the Tokugawa shogunate allow for flourishing of the art. Ukiyo-e, a genre of woodblock prints, become highly popular, splitting scenes from daily life of kabuki actors and landscape. One common theme in Japanese culture is the concept of harmony. This concept is deeply rooted in Japanese philosophy and has influenced their art, aesthetic, and the way of life. Harmony is about finding balance and peace in all aspects of life, whether it be in nature, interpersonal relationship, or in artistic creation. This commonality is a reflection of Japan's geographical isolation as an island nation. The need to coexist harmoniously with the natural world has been ingrained in their culture. It evident the various art forms like a cabaret of our arrangement, traditional gardens, and even in architectural design principle. The pursuit of harmony also extends to social interaction and manner where mutual respect and coordination for others are highly valued. This emphasis on harmony has become a defining characteristic of Japanese culture, shaping their art, philosophy, and societal values.
Good morning, everyone. I am Joshua Joles Baluyot. So, how art is important in French culture? French culture values arts as a key part of its identity and global influence. The nation's history, morals, and ingenuity are reflected in French art, which has been at the forefront of artistic growth since the invention of Impressionism. Millions visit art museums like the Louvre in Paris to see masterpieces representing the art's culture value. French art has influenced literature, fashion, film, and gastronomy, affecting every sphere of daily life. This relationship between art and culture has permanently altered the world's aesthetic environment. What are the important historical events that paved the way to art in French culture? The development of art in French culture has been influenced by significant historical events. The Renaissance, which revived classical arts and ideals, sparked artistic innovation. The Age of Enlightenment promoted reason, liberty, and acknowledged pursuit, to resulting in literature and philosophy. The French Revolution led to a revaluation of cultural standards, introducing Romanticism in art and literature. The Impressionist movement in the 19th century revolutionized light and daily life, influenced by the Industrial Revolution and urbanization of Paris. These events had a lasting impact on the art world. So one common characteristic or theme of the French culture is that French culture emphasizes the art of living, encompassing pleasures found in food, wine, fashion, and leisure activities. This concept evolved due to historical, geographic, and cultural factors. France's fertile soil and diverse climates have led to a rich culinary legacy. The country's tradition of inventiveness in arts and sciences has fostered a society that values beauty and aesthetics. French culture is distinguished by its emphasis on quality and enjoyment, elevating everyday acts like eating, dressing to the level of fine art.
Japanese culture and artworks. Japan has a fascinating culture with many facets, from the country's ancient period to its current modern culture, which incorporates influences from Asia and other regions of the world. Japanese culture is rich, diverse, and deeply rooted in tradition, while also embracing modern influences. It often seeks to capture the essence of nature, the beauty of imperfection, and the harmony between humans and the world around them. Japanese painting has a long and illustrious history, and its rich legacy has been greatly impacted by Japan's particular geographical location. It is a well-known truth that Japan remained somewhat isolated for a long time. Nihonga paintings, for example, are one of the main products of Japanese painting practice. It's based on traditions over 1,000 years old, and the paintings are usually executed on washi or a Japanese paper or agino or silk using brushes. Art is not only a form of creative expression in Japan, but also a means to convey cultural values, traditions, and spirituality. It plays an important in preserving the nation's heritage while also evolving with contemporary influences. The notable Japanese periods include the Jomon period, where hunter-gatherers decorated clay vessels, Asuka and Nara period, where Japan saw an influx of continental Asian culture permitted, Edo period with brilliantly colored figures and motifs, and the pre-war and post-war period where Japan began responding to Western art form. Japanese art adaptability is a reflection of its historical interactions, openness to outside influences, and a willingness to evolve while preserving its own unique identity. This adaptability has allowed Japanese art to remain dynamic and relevant in the world, contributing to its enduring appeal.